Oh, popping it good.
Dude, I saw the chat blowing up. Ethan, Ian, excitement. David Shalise, welcome to the show, brother.
Yeah. Party time indeed.
MVP Bubble Pug.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully you're getting all that ASMR. Yeah. On the good foot. Come on, where's the hype? Let's go.
We're ready. We're ready.
Yes.
AM, is it AMSR or ASM?
Who knows? Who cares?
Dude, 120.
Get your beers ready. That's what we're doing.
It is. Greg Hall.
That's right. Hey, welcome to another Tuesday. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast weekly edition. We do it every Tuesday, right? We've done it for 120 shows. Can you believe it?
We've gone up against the World Series. We've gone up against the All-Star game, and we've won every time, baby. That's right.
I love it. I love it. How is everyone out there? Let's hear it in the chat. We want to know how your week's going, how everything's going with you. Thank you for joining us. Collectively, we are the Beer Baseball Blog. We are a little bit country. We are a little bit lock and low, keeping baseball history alive, one beer at a time. The adventures of craft beer and baseball. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Some housekeeping before we start. Let me do this really quickly. There we go. If you'd like to support us in our efforts here at the Beer Baseball Blog, you can buy our stickers, buttons, and beer coasters on our Etsy page. Go to beerbaseball.store. If you'd like to become more connected with us, become a Patreon member for as low as $5 a month. Go to patreon.com/beerbaseball. I'm going to do something right here. Just hang on for just a second. Let me do this. Oh, we're always taking care of business, right? Got to make it look seamless. Yeah.
PCB.
Here's our current and most wonderful, awesome people that contribute to our Patreon. Thank you so much for your contributions. You could not do it without you, and we appreciate your support. While we do that, and you watch this, we're going to do our lineup card for today. In the leadoff spot is the VP of Content Development here at the Beer Baseball Blog. He is Angelo, Trinidad. Thank you so much for joining tonight.
Thank you for having me as always. Hello to the Beer Baseball Brewniverse. That's the first time I've used that. Thank you, Cowboy Jack. I am fresh, back from the end of summer family vacation, and with some new beers to share with all of you as well. And I'm ready for Tuesday, best night of the week.
Nice. Yeah, I look forward to that. Thank you so much for being here. Our field correspondent and senior research analyst here at the Beer Baseball Blog, Kevin Lyon, will be here. And when he gets here, we have a big announcement. And I want him here to make this announcement. So I'll wait for him. But hitting third is the Goodwill Ambassador and the Sultan of Swig here at the Beer Baseball Blog. He is Cowboy Jack Durango.
Riding down the highway, going to a show, stopping all the byways, drinking IPAs, getting robbed, getting stoned, getting beat up, broken boned, getting had, getting took. I tell you, folks, it's harder than it looks. It's a long way to the top for the Beer Baseball Blog. Felt apropos tonight, my brother, for some reason. Welcome to the Tuesday night spectacular, the Diamond Exchange, the crown jewel of craft beer and baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 120.
Let him hear it. Yes.
Awesome. Well, we are always glad that you're here. The gang is all together. When Kevin gets here, we have a huge announcement. So, yes, All right.
Oh,
So-
I got a Cowboy Jack. I just got to say those pipes, my friend. For a second, I mean, I don't have the best vision, but I had to squint for a second because I thought that our co-host today was Brian Johnson.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive if I do say so myself. And I don't like to toot my own horn, but toot toot. They call me the songbird of our generation. So thank you, Angelo. I'm glad you recognize it. Game recognizes game, dude.
Well, I am Michael Mondragon, your humble host for the next hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes, well, whatever it is. But thank you for joining us tonight. We super appreciate it. As always, we have a great show for you tonight. And hey, let's get into it. What are we drinking tonight? So, Angelo, you said that you had some beers from Henderson, Nevada, correct? That
is correct. So tonight, I'm going to be drinking from Bad Beat Brewing Company, the Ringer Pilsner. And this out of Henderson, Nevada. I think I've had a beer or two from here before on the show. I think I had the Cupid Shuffle Strawberry Milkshake IPA back in February. But this one is their take on a German Pilsner. It's described as modern yet traditional, crisp and effervescent, easy and nuanced. You can have one, then another. So cheers.
Nice.
And I have some of these, and I have some of these for both of you and for Kevin as well.
Oh, right on. And it's just, I was trying to look them up. I saw something that had their like grand opening, but I think they've been around for a little while, right?
Yeah, they've been around for a little bit. So there are 3 breweries, all kind of in a row in the same area. So there's Astronomy Ale Works, Bad Beat Brewing, and then one more. I can't remember. And then I've been to one of the ones downtown, Love Lady Brewing Company that we've talked about as well. So, but yeah, this one's pretty good, easy, crisp, refreshing. Definitely what the kids would say or call crushable. So
nice. The kids.
Oh, I'm a kid now.
We're all kids at heart, Cowboy Jack.
That's it.
I wonder what the significance is of the 2 and the 7. Like the guy who came up with the logo, man, he probably lost a big hand and a lot of money on those cards, right?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let me see if I can hashtag do the research.
Yeah, it could be somebody's birthday, February 7th. That's what I'm.
Or when they opened.
Oh, that could be. Let's
see.
Yeah,
there's an odd choice of cards to me, man.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Exactly. You probably need a 10 or an ace. Right. If you want to just draw one card there. Yeah, Greg Hall says, I wasn't aware Brian Johnson of AC/DC played for the Twins. So,
yeah. Dude, he's a performer and a high level athlete. It's really impressive.
They opened on July 2nd. They opened July 2nd.
There you go.
2014.
There you go. So you're reading from right to left in this case. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it is significant.
Kevin needs to keep his eyes on the road, dude.
Yes, exactly. Jack, you're going to be talking about this beer.
I am. I'm talking about the Hipsterville Hazy IPA, brewed in lovely downtown Tucson, Arizona. I grew up. I spent a lot of years in Tucson, and wasn't always the greatest place. I don't have a lot of fond memories there, but I've actually been back a few times. And downtown, they are really gentrifying downtown Tucson, and the craft beer industry is thriving down there. And the Barrio Brewing Company, they started in 1991. They were the first employee-owned brewery in Arizona, and they brew this light, creamy, hazy IPA. It's a great beer, and they've just really embraced like the hipster movement of downtown Tucson, and this beer reflects that movement. So if you're in Tucson, they sell it in Arizona all across the state, in grocery stores and whatnot. But if you're ever in Tucson, I definitely recommend stopping by, checking out the cool building. They have a bunch of exposed frame iron inside. It's just like a super cool place. So 3 thumbs up from Cowboy Jack.
Nice. And remember I was talking about the Barrio Blonde last week, and
Right.
that's another very popular beer from them. And that's I have not seen. I'm trying to think back if I've seen this one, and I haven't. But I will definitely, again, everybody's going on the hazy IPA train,
Sure.
making their own version of that. So it's very popular right now.
Yeah, no, and they actually add oats to the brewing process at some point to make it like a creamier than the normal IPA. So yeah, definitely worth a shot.
Yes. Yeah. And I saw, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I saw another beer recently that had oats in it. So I'm not sure if that's a new thing, or I have to hashtag do the research and see, because I've been seeing like a lot of oat flakes that they
maybe Patreon supporter and brewer and friend of the show Rachel Elnar could cue us in.
Yes. I think Jody Moss is the brewer. So I think I think she is. Although Rachel, I'm sure, enjoys a good beverage as well.
For some reason, I thought she knew some brewmaster secrets.
Oh, I think that's Jody as well. So, but yeah, we'll have to ask her about the oat flakes and see if she knows anything. All right, so Kevin is not here yet, so I'm gonna skip his beer. Oh, hello, my brother Adam. Thank you for joining tonight. We're going to skip over Kevin and go straight to my beer, which is, this is from Societe. I think that's how you pronounce it. It is the Bulbous Flowers Hazy IPA, 7% ABV. I'm not getting the IBUs in this. I don't think there's very much of it. So I think Kevin had this on a Hoppy Hour one time. He had this, or he might have even had it on the show. So this is kind of like one of those breweries that I see out there all the time, but I haven't had a chance to have a beer by them. And so I've seen it now twice. So I picked it up, and it is a very underrated San Diego brewery, because I don't hear much about this very much. It's I like sticky. Yeah, it's sticky. Is like orange, sticky, and fresh. And that's exactly what it is. It's actually sticky is actually a really good adjective for it. I mean, it has kind of like a real drippy citrusy flavor to it. So super easy drinking, really nice, really flowery as well. And so there you go, bulbous flowers. That's probably why but it has a really and I don't want to say bouquet, because that sounds really
cool. No, I think that's very apropos, my brother.
I think so. You definitely, it's very flowery. It's but if you ever see this one, it's out of San Diego. Established 2012, so they've been around for quite a while, which is longer than I expected. But I guess their distribution is now really good, where at least you can get up here in LA. But I haven't seen it anywhere else. So definitely check this out if you ever see it. I'm yes. Ed says, yes, I'm definitely wafting my beer now. I've become the pretentious craft beer drinker that everybody probably makes fun of.
Oh, dude, all you need is a beard and a man bun.
I'm not sure I could grow either. My hair is long enough. Although I've had my hair has been long, but it took me forever to do that. So I'm not going to do it again. And I did it in Arizona, which was, it was awful. It just felt like a big rug on my head. It was not fun. But I can't grow a beard. So the hipster life is not for me. Okay, so when Kevin gets here, we'll definitely have our big announcement. Like I said, I'm bursting at the seams to tell everybody. But we're gonna wait for him to come in. Meanwhile, while we do that, let's get into this day in baseball history for August 16th. Let's do it. August 16th, 1890. Bill Phillips becomes the first pitcher to allow 2 grand slams in the same inning when Tom Burns and Malachi Kittredge take the Alleghenies right-hander deep in the same frame for an 18-5 loss to the Chicago Colts. I believe the Chicago Colts would eventually become the Chicago Cubs. And this may sound familiar because I will tell anybody if they want to hear it, even if they don't want to hear it, that I went to Fernando Tatis Sr.'s when he hit the 2 grand slams in one inning, which is a Major League Baseball record. No one player has ever done that. No one player has also done it off one pitcher, which was Chan-Ho Park, and that was in 1999. And I was at that game, so I saw literally baseball history, and it will be something that will never be repeated. But he gave up 2 grand slams, one inning, but to 2 players.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Tatis Sr., huh? All natural.
I don't know. I'll tell you why. I that's funny that you say that, because his teammate that everybody went to go see in that game, that was a year after the McGuire, the 98, when he hit 70 home runs. And is that right? 70. I feel like that's right. But Fernando Tatis was a teammate of McGuire. And that's who everybody went to go see basically at that game. Was McGuire was playing on the Cardinals that year in 99. So I don't want to malign anybody, but to say he was all natural, I don't know about that. That was one of his. Those were his best seasons in St. Louis. Do you remember any of that, Angelo?
I do, absolutely. That was the height of it was post strike, so baseball a lot of fans. This was the summer that kind of won them all back plus more.
Yep. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I remember like going to that game, and it was early. It was an April game in 99, and like everybody was so like, hyped up because they're just like, oh, it's a big game and everything. And then Tatis hits the 2 grand slams. And off the same pitcher, like everybody thought it was asking, screaming for them to pull Chan-Ho Park. I think it was like in the 3rd or 4th inning. So it was pretty early in the game too.
Wow.
So yeah, it'll never happen again. And it's the most RBIs in one inning as well, Major League record. So definitely a lot of stuff. And I'm not afraid. I'll tell everybody again. Maybe even next week I'll tell everybody I went to that game. But that was my first game in LA that when I came here.
Got it.
Yeah. Now, this was on a hazy history. So, Jack, I think that you're going to find special interest in this. August 16th, 1920, on a dreary afternoon at the Polo Grounds in New York, popular Indians shortstop Ray Chapman suffers a fractured skull when hit in the head by a fastball thrown by Yankee right-handed pitcher and submariner Carl Mays. The 29-year-old newlywed will die shortly before daybreak the next day, becoming the first on-field player fatality in Major League Baseball history.
Yeah, no, this is a trippy story. And Hayes, never really apologized for it. And this gentleman that died, his wife went into like a terrible depression. They had an 8-year-old, they had a daughter, a newborn, and the daughter died at like 8 years old. It's just this horrible, tragic spider web that happened out of this.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. And I remember, I think the big headline from it was that Carl Mays actually didn't feel that bad about it.
Right. Yeah, he got a lot of heat. Of heat. Zero remorse, dude. Very weird.
And obviously the days before they were wearing helmets and so there was and just looking at this guy's wind up, like how intimidating is that?
Right.
It's like you don't know where the release point is where it's gonna be. It's like, because usually that's what I only faced one submarine pitcher in high school, and and this guy was awesome. And the biggest takeaway from it was when you throw, like you're used to looking at it like head high or higher, but to see the ball coming from that angle, like up, it was like impossible to swing at it. And especially because you rarely see it ever, like in, especially at that level. So to see this, and then the guy has like, movement on it, it's like, whoa, crazy. Yeah, Ed Brown had many submarine sandwiches in high school. I did too, actually. I was an overweight youngster, so thank you very much. Yeah, what was Jason Idry? I think he wasn't considered submarine like a Kent Tekulve or Dan Quisenberry, but Isringhausen what came over the top, I think. All right. August 16th, 1954, the very first issue of Sports Illustrated is available at newsstands. The inaugural cover of the innovative new magazine features a Mark Kaufman photo of Brave slugger Eddie Matthews at bat, Giants catcher Wes Westrom behind the plate, and umpire Augie Donatelli calling balls and strikes at Milwaukee County Stadium. Some interesting facts about this. Though the cover is dated August 16th, the photo is actually from a game taking place on June 9th, 1954. And there is no story on Matthews or the Braves in the issue.
Wow. But I mean, it's such a great picture. You had to use it. I mean, hanging from the rafters, dude. That's how you sell out a crowd.
That's so funny.
Yeah, definitely super cool. So if you heard the little blip, that means our man Kevin Lyon is here.
Hey. Hello. Hope you can hear me all right. Let me turn this way. Does that be a better view of me?
That's a much better view.
Let me move back a little bit, just adjusting as we go here, because I'm late with good reason.
Well, you're late to the party, so I won't give away where you're at, Kevin. But
this is my second home. That might give it away.
That might give it away. But well, everybody, we have a special announcement. Unfortunately, on September 6th, we're gonna break our streak of consecutive live streams. Yeah, we are. We're gonna break our streak. We're as like the great Cal Ripken, like all these streaks have to come to an end at some point. But we have a good reason why the streak is coming to an end. The reason why is we'll be doing our very first recording of the Beer Baseball Blogcast, September 6th, episode 123, live at Radiant Beer Company. So all of us that you see here, we're going to be there. We're going to have a crowd. We're going to run the same show. And Kevin, you're actually at Radiant right now.
That's why I'm late. I decided, I'm like, well, you know what? I was going to have Radiant this week to time the celebration, and I didn't get a chance to get a beer. So I'm like, well, I might as well do it here live.
Yeah, so we have plans in place for that Tuesday show. So our loyal watchers will actually have something to watch. But we're going to be recording the show, and then we're going to be releasing it later. So definitely something that's it's been in the works for a little bit, and then we finally nailed it down. And so Angelo Trinidad, Cowboy Jack Durango, Kevin Lyon, and myself will be at Radiant Beer Company. You see the address right there in Anaheim, California. We will be doing the show right from where Kevin is, and we'll be recording it, and we'll have it up. So yeah, it's a big time for us, and we're super proud of it. And again, I never thought this was going to go 123 episodes, and the fact that we're doing it live is just tremendous. So thank you to everyone. Cheers to everyone for making this happen.
Yes.
This has been a great thing, and hopefully we can do this at different breweries and make that happen. And like I said, I'm flabbergasted. So Angelo, what do you think?
I'm so excited. When this idea was kind of first brought up, when we talked about it, obviously I think it's a super cool idea. And things started to happen very, very quickly. While we're sad and disappointed to break our streak here on the live stream, we're very, very excited to take this next step in our journey forward as the Beer Baseball Blogcast, and this will be a fun time. So those of you guys that are in the chat in the live stream, you have 3 weeks to make plans to be at Radiant Beer Company. So we hope to see some of you guys there. Obviously being able to do this in front of a live crowd, I think is going to be super fun as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Cowboy Jack Durango, you're actually gonna be there.
I'm actually gonna be there live and in person. And what kind of maniac is letting this guy in front of a studio audience with a live microphone? It's gonna be wild. I've been so hyped up about this. I've got 4 notebooks full of songs and ideas, baby. It's gonna be a good show.
Yes. And Kevin, I know you were very instrumental in making this happen. Like, how did this all happen?
It was just dumb luck because actually right now in the room where we're going to be recording, they're actually doing a small event in there right now. And the last time they're doing something, I can't remember what it's called right now. They're doing like an art kind of like tie-in with a local art museum called Museo. It's Scholarly Sips is what it's called. And one of the people work there. I'm like, oh, sorry, I can't go because I do my show every Tuesday, because it's going on right now. They do it from like 6 to 8. And she said, well, why don't you do your show here? And I'm like, we've joked about doing it. And then it's funny because Cambria's here. I just saw her as I walked in. So I got to say hi to her real quick. She's one of the people who works here to help make this happen. And next thing you know, it's just like, all right, can we pull this off? We're going to do our best.
Well, you are a part investor in a Radiant Beer Company.
Yes. At this point, I must be. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there you go. So September 6th, we will be breaking our live streak, but will we be breaking our live streak? It's debatable. We'll definitely have an asterisk.
We'll have an asterisk.
I should put that in the episode 123. I should put that little asterisk.
Yes.
So I'll definitely.
And I will add that what we are going to play in its place, what we're talking about, is going to be a really fun conversation. It's more of this going to be an extended hazy history, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of research to do, Jack.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have that on the Tuesday, and that's September 6th. We'll actually be playing something in its place, it's gonna be awesome. So again, thank you all for being a part of our humble beginnings and now our triumphant now, and we're looking. It keeps on just going up and up for us, and it's all because of all of our fans. And again, you don't have to twist our arms to talk baseball and drink craft beer. But thank you for letting us make it a show and being a part of our growth. So thank you so much for that. And Kevin, while I switch everything around, what beer do you have today?
All right, so the beer I have today is an IPA that they had recently called Every Hero Needs an Origin Story. What's unique about this is the people who work here at Radiant actually did a trip up to Yakima, Washington to go to Hop Farm and collect hops. And then this is like, and then there, and I think the people they got the hops from was involved in us. And actually, these are the hops that they picked, and it grew, and once the growing process is done, they got it, and this is the beer they made with it.
Wow.
I don't have the percentage on me because literally I don't even have a way to check the chat. So I believe it's a 7. You have a 7? Okay, that's my thought.
I think so.
This is a nice clear IPA. It might be like a 7.3, but don't quote me on that. I'm not going to leave to go check the board. I am going to leave to get another one before the show ends.
Yeah, most of their stuff is like 6, 7 in that area. 8 being the highest, maybe. Yeah. So, oh yes, September 6th is the birthday of Eddie Borjas, one of our Patreon members.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and if you see the very first picture on our Beer Baseball Blog Instagram, it's of Eddie Borjas buying a beer at Yankee Stadium. So
Wow.
yes, yeah, fun fact, a very dumb fun fact, but
Deep cut,
he's
dude. Easter egg.
yeah, very deep cut, yes. But yeah, we actually went for Ed Brown, another Patreon member. We actually went to watch the Yankees play. I believe they played the Mets, and a Mark Teixeira grand slam, and so we got to see Derek Jeter, got to see Mariano Rivera. So it was a great day.
Dude, I love Derek Gift Basket Jeter.
Oh, and by the way, there actually he was on. I think A-Rod has this show. This I don't know how they. I think it's on Sunday Night Baseball. They actually have an alternate channel, so you don't watch the game. It's like in a studio, but they kind of have the game behind them, and they showed like the shirtless photo of all those guys, Derek Jeter and A-Rod and all that stuff. And Derek Jeter, I don't know, like, you couldn't tell if he got pissed, but he didn't want him to show it. And then they showed it and he got kind of pissed. And then he I don't know if he walked off, but I was just reading the article.
Michael?
Yeah, yes.
Michael, hit the button, please.
Hit the button for what?
Wah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Okay. I got yes. There you go. So yeah. And actually they were going to play they're going to show I wanted them to show the kissing picture of him kissing the mirror.
Yes. That's my favorite picture.
Yes.
I have that tattooed on my chest.
Yes. Well, I think you're going to have to coordinate with Ethan and tell him everything that went on. I don't think
I'll catch you up, Ethan.
So
a lot happened, dude.
Yeah.
And one nice thing is when you go back and watch, if you come on September 6th, you can see Jack's tattoo.
Yeah.
Right? Right, Jack?
Yeah. I charge $5 for a Kodak picture.
Oh my gosh, we're doing that gimmick. Someone bring a Polaroid.
It's such a worker.
Someone bring a Polaroid, please.
I'm a dirty old carny vet, dude.
All right. I'm back to writing the mute button.
Okay. Get your beers ready. August 16th, 1970. In late June, Milt Mason vowed not to leave his team-sponsored trailer on top of the county stadium scoreboard until the Brewers drew a home crowd of 40,000. Ends his 40-day boycott descending from a 30-foot rope when 44,387 fans show up for Bat Day. By the way, they don't have Bat Day anymore because I'm sure everybody would, the lawsuits would be aplenty. But back in the 70s, it was actually cool to get bats. There's a very famous picture. I think it's from Yankee Stadium. I think Ed will attest to this. They had everybody hold up the bats, and there's a really famous picture of everybody holding up their bats. It's really, really impressive. But this, unfortunately, Milt Mason died in 1973. So just 3 years after this, the team recognized retired aviation engineer as the original Bernie Brewer. Milwaukee introduced a costume character with the same name as the team's official mascot in the same year. So 1973, Bernie Brewer has been around. So where's Bubble Plug? I was going to say, yeah. So this is the origin story of Bernie Brewer.
Michael, I want to add one thing. You know what you can be given nowadays as a giveaway item at a baseball game? A beer bat.
That's true.
I know Inland Empire 66ers did this year, and unfortunately I couldn't make it, but oh well. Wow.
Actually, and I saw a thing, the independent team, the Portland Pickles, actually bought other teams' beer bats, and then they put the Pickles logo on there because they couldn't find enough of them. So they admitted to it. They're like, "Hey, we did this, and we just put our sticker on it." So, but I thought it was clever. Yeah, you can buy a beer bat. By the way, as much as I love the concept, probably the worst way to enjoy a beer, I would say.
And I can tell you I have one, and I'm just like, how? It's not a very enjoyable experience. I got one back when I was in Palm Springs back in February.
Okay, right.
I got the California Winter League bat, and I'm just like, All right, and I think I poured one beer at the hotel I was at when I was hanging out with you guys on the show, and I'm like, that wasn't pleasant.
Yeah,
The beer is good, but just not the best experience.
I think we peer pressured you into it.
We did.
Probably that was a very long day. I think I passed out about 5 minutes after the show ended.
Wow.
Can we
Wow.
say, is it safe to say that your history is a little bit hazy in that moment?
I'm surprised I remember that day entirely. Honestly.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. They cannot give out bats anymore. There would be a lot of assaults. And you know, and you think you would enjoy the game, but no, people beat the crap out of each other. Yes. In 40 days with those ways. Oh yeah, exactly. And we talked about another guy. You know, that was in Cleveland. Did a similar thing where he was on top of his supermarket. I still say it's a publicity stunt, but I admire his gumption,
His moxie.
Yes. August 16th, 2005, as the skipper of the Fort Worth Cats of the Central League, Bobby Bragan becomes the oldest person to manage a professional baseball game. The 87-year-old's 1 day of employment, shortened by being ejected in the third inning for arguing balls and strikes, finds him 8 days older than Connie Mack, who managed his last game for Philadelphia A's in 1950.
That is insane. He got ejected in the third inning.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Isn't that crazy?
So, Cowboy Jack, you know what that means, right?
What's that, babe?
I have to become a manager for a day so I can break that record.
For sure, dude. I think we should make that happen. I mean, we're now moving into live shows, dude. I mean, what's to say that Beer Baseball Blog doesn't take over a minor league team?
Yeah,
I mean, we'd have to find a real crappy minor league team like the Angels, who need some help. But then, yeah.
Oh,
stiff. That was a potato, dude. Shots fired.
You weren't at that game last night. I was at that game was the game I went to last night was way more stiff of a shot than what you just said, Jack.
Sure.
That
no,
night,
I gotta say I'm having a better day than any Angels fan today because yowzer, that was a whooping.
No, the Angels. The worst thing is the Angels whooped themselves, Jack. How self-mutilation is what that was.
There's some Little League baseball in that ninth inning. But then again, the Arizona Diamondbacks, not much better.
No, not at all. Hey, but I ride for the brand, baby. Who cares? It's still fun. Hey, at the end of the day, dude, it's baseball, and it beats any bad day at baseball beats a good day at the office. You know what I mean, brother?
There you go. Exactly. All right, so we started with kind of quasi some Cardinal stuff with my Tatis and McGuire, but this date on August 16th, 2020, in a 7-2 victory over the Cardinals at Guaranteed Rate Field, the White Sox hit 4 consecutive home runs against Roel Ramirez, the 25-year-old right-hander making his major league debut. The quartet of round trippers with Yohan Moncada, Yasmani Grandal, Jose Abreu, and Eloy Jimenez all going deep in the 6th inning marks the 10th time that a team homers in 4 straight at-bats, including the White Sox accomplishing the feat for the first time in 2008.
Wow.
So this may sound familiar if you're familiar with this baseball year. And if the Cardinals were involved, you like, wait a minute, this happened against the Cardinals. Well, actually the Cardinals did it this year for the 11th time. So the 25, excuse me, let me go back here. They actually, against Philadelphia, against Kyle Gibson, they hit 4 consecutive home runs in the 1st inning. So, but in this game, the Cardinals pitcher becomes the 9th pitcher since at least 1901 to allow 4 or more home runs in his first visit to the big league mound, but only one of those to allow the homers consecutively. So kind of a dubious record. And there's an ex-Cardinal pitcher. His name is Mike Mayers, and actually he pitches for the Angels right now. And if you see, there's actually a video on YouTube. It's like the worst start to a major league career ever. I guess he was like a spot starter because of injury, and he had to like go through it. And so he made his major league debut, and they had to keep him out there because it was like a Sunday night game, and like his parents were there, and like I think if I'm not mistaken, like he doesn't have an infinite like ERA or anything, but it's as close to infinite as it's like they couldn't even like put enough numbers up there. Like he gets destroyed. Like I think he gets 1 out or maybe 2 outs.
So you're telling me his ERA was to infinity and beyond?
Yes. Yeah. He has it. I can't remember the exact story, but it's like really intriguing, but you just feel for the guy. And he's still in the major leagues. I have not seen this guy come back. Roel Ramirez come back from this. So it was, I think he gave it like 10 runs. Like they had to keep him in there because because of injuries. And it was a Sunday night game. So like everybody was taxed from the week and they couldn't go to their bullpen. And, but it was bad.
So was this like Chan Ho Park? I'm just saying the game.
Right. Well, in a sense, yeah, 93 telephone. Yeah, it was crazy. It was really really unfortunate. And they're actually interviewing his parents too during the whole thing. It's like, oh no. Oh, so bad.
Bad. Dude, I just man, out of morbid curiosity, I want to see the interview with his parents just to see the disappointment level grow and grow, man.
Yeah. When he would come in as an Angels, when he was at the Angels, I don't know if he still is. I'd be like, oh no, not this guy.
Yeah, I think he pitched recently, didn't he, Angelo?
Yeah,
he has, yeah. And I just hashtag did the research on Roel Ramirez. So that happened obviously on August 16th. August 16th, he was DFA'd on September 21st, and he's currently in the Atlanta Braves minor league system.
Oh,
so
okay.
So after he left. After he was DFA'd to AAA Memphis, he was added to the active roster in June of 2021 for the Cardinals. Only appeared in 1 game, logging a ERA of 81.
Oof.
Then was claimed off of waivers by the Mets, pitched in 1 game for the Syracuse Mets, then signed a deal with the Toros de Tijuana of the Mexican League.
Oh yeah, that's we have a friend who actually went to go see them, didn't we? Or was it somebody else, Kevin?
I don't recall, honestly.
Yeah, I think. Oh no.
Are you thinking of Top Gun's like?
No, I'm thinking Eddie Borjas told us he wanted to go down and see them. I think so. But yeah, so like they actually have like a really fun like stands and stuff like that. Like they have a lot of interaction and stuff like that.
He said it's like a TikTok video, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks so much fun. Although obviously we don't want to be anywhere near Tijuana right now. Tijuana is like I don't know if it's calmed down over the last couple of days, but Tijuana is like a war zone right now.
Right, exactly. All right, so let's get to Baseball Card Sharks. Here are the Baseball Card Sharks standings. Kevin and I are tied at the top. Cowboy Jack Durango with a win, but Angelo Trinidad still percentage points above Cowboy Jack. Cowboy Jack down there with the pinch hitters. Just
Cowboy Jack and I are on a seesaw above the Mendoza line.
They need to rename it the Durango line.
There you go. Michael, I'm going to grab a beer while you get things started, okay?
You got it.
All right, right back.
All right.
Brother just paused and walked away from the show to get a beer. That's dedication to his art. Well, you know what I mean? That's dedication.
It's topic appropriate, so I allow it. I will allow it. So here are the Baseball Card Sharks rules. We're going to draw 11 cards. 3 go on your bench, And then we have the other 8 cards we play with. We start at the bottom. We're going to pick a category. We're going to do high, low, and we're going to work our way to the top. We'll walk you through it as we always do. And so let me get rid of this.
I got a good feeling about this tonight. I think I'm going to win.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm like much like my favorite catcher of all time in the documentary Major League.
Jake Taylor.
Jake. Yeah. I'm calling my shot, dude. I'm calling my shot. I'm winning it tonight.
All right. So, so what is the category? We have position players. So, we're looking for hits, home runs, RBIs.
I want to go home runs.
Let's do home runs.
I want to go big.
All right. Angelo, Cowboy Jack, who goes first?
I don't mind. I'll saddle up to the plate first.
Look at you. Wow.
Yeah.
Cowboy Jack, and then I'll go.
You'll be right behind him. All right. So we want to hear in the chat what you think, higher or lower on this. We're doing home runs. And here we go. Here are your cards. Pictured here for the Cardinals. He was also a Cardinal manager. This is Joe Torre, probably better known for being the manager of the Yankees.
How I got to know him was he was the Angels broadcaster in like the 80s.
Oh, that's right.
Got to meet him once at a card show. Wonderful man.
There you go. Next up, Bo Jackson. This one's actually hard off the
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, that's a tough one right away.
Bo knows baseball.
For the Cardinals on this card, Mark McGuire. The Chicken Man, Wade Boggs.
National treasure. Treasure.
Making your way in the mail today takes.
So, Jack, I'm on beer 2. How many more do I have to go? For Wade Boggs?
7.
For Wade Boggs?
For Wade Boggs? Oh, buddy. Just tap out now. You can't handle it. You die.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're already as old as the knight from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, bro. We don't need you.
Here's Dick Allen, who you remember was juggling baseballs with a lung dart on that Sports Illustrated cover.
Yes.
Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer. Roberto Alomar, also a Hall of Famer. And friend, acquaintance of the show, I'll call him, Jose Canseco.
What are you talking, dude? That you and him used to train legs heavy, bro. That's your workout partner, brother.
We used to do martial arts.
Now, did you do martial arts with Ozzy as well?
Ozzy was sketching on the side. Actually, he was actually just drawing. He never worked out with us. All right, this is one of Ed's favorite right here. Number 2, Derek Jeter. That's your bench. Vlad Guerrero Sr. And one of Angelo's favorite. He has the turn back cap to prove it. This is Ken Griffey Jr. On the bench.
Wow, you got a lot of Hall of Famers on this board.
Yeah, no, this is not an easy board to navigate, gents.
And what's funny is Dick Allen is Canseco's not gonna be a Hall of Famer, but Dick Allen, a lot of people argue should be a Hall of Famer. Just for that SI cover alone.
Yeah. This is a tough board.
It is. And I forgot. I think Alomar is currently banned from baseball. I think he had an incident that he got banned. But let's do home runs, right? We're doing home runs.
Yep.
Home runs.
So
Good luck, Jack.
Joe Torre has 252 home runs. 252 for Joe Torre. Wow, this is super tough.
This is tough, man, right out of the gate. But we're gonna
go
go
Jackson, and you can go to your bench. I know you don't like to go to your bench, but
I never do. Bo knows more.
Time to do it.
Bo knows more. I'm going higher.
This is flip a coin to me.
Yeah, this is tough because I know Joe Torre, wonderful man, as Kevin mentioned. He met him at a card show in Palm Springs. They spent a lovely weekend together in a Holiday Inn Express. But Bo Jackson's higher. Bo Jackson's higher.
All right.
I think
And,
Jack is higher than both these guys with that story.
My brother in the chat says higher, and he has no baseball knowledge, but let's see if he's right. 141.
Oof. Wow.
141.
That's what, 2 percentage points. Wow. I was close. I was close.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Hey, you like that better than the buzzer, right?
They're both just terrible.
Then can I have the buzzer too? Then
Do you want it right now? All right. there you go.
thank you. That's for Jack.
All right. So,
Angelo.
Angelo,
He's gonna go next.
yeah, you weren't kidding when you said you'd be right up.
Wow.
Will the Thrill Clark. And we talked about him being on the cover of the very first Sports Illustrated. There you go, Eddie Matthews. There you go. All right, so Will the Thrill Clark, pure hitter, one of the beautiful swings, just like Griffey Jr. Home runs would be 284. 284 for Will Clark. Eddie Matthews, higher or lower than 284?
I'll go less than 284.
All right. 512.
Wow.
I was like, if you guys remember in previous trivia, we had a question about him. Was he the one who was the lowest batting average? Or am I thinking of Harmon Killebrew? Maybe it was Killebrew I was thinking of, about a lower average.
Yeah, let's see. Let me look at the runs.
I knew he had
Batting
500. But...
Yeah, 271 batting average. But I knew.
Oh, so okay.
I knew
Yeah, so-
he was. Yeah, he was like. I think he was a trivia question too. Like he's super
Somewhere in
underrated.
there. I knew he had over 500. Yeah.
All right.
I heard Angelo say it, and I'm sure when Angelo said it, both Michael and I are like, no. Oh no.
Well, hey, not my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Jeez, I mean, I barely got a chance to start this beer even. I got like 2 sips of it.
Yeah,
All right.
we may go 2 rounds here.
Yeah, we might. Well, I mean, I might go 2 more rounds. You know?
All right, Kevin. Here you go. First up, not on your bench, but it's Johnny Bench on the board.
All right. All right.
And
Friend of the show, Johnny Bench. Excuse me, wait. Friend of the show, Johnny Bench.
friend of the show for sure. And not a friend of Cowboy Jack, Luis Gonzalez.
Oh, geez, this one's hard right away. Oh my
is.
gosh.
So Johnny Bench,
I know his is like he's like 389 or something like that.
389.
That's what I said.
I know.
That's what I said. Come on. I'm like, we're at the point now where we've done some of these cards and played them enough games where I can retain some of this. I'm going, I remember that. But Luis Gonzalez, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's going to be close. Let's see if I can keep the streak going of us going one and done. I'll say slightly lower.
All right. So
He might
389
have
is
400.
the number.
He might have 400.
Where is it? Oh my God! You said lower.
Yeah.
I have to check my numbers here. It's so
Because I was like, you might have 400, but I don't know.
okay. So 389. Luis Gonzalez 384
Wow.
by 5.
Wow.
I'll take that. I'll gladly take that.
Kevin's in the lead.
Whew,
That was a nail biter. Don't post anything on social media or you'll get a
I'm
cease
sorry.
and desist.
It's 354. 354.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Oof.
Boy.
354. I had to check that. All right. So 354.
Yes, sir.
Mark McGuire.
Like 200 higher.
Not known for his home runs. Not a big power guy. Now think about this, Kevin.
Well, did you guys just talk about? Well, hold on. Earlier in the show, before I came on, did you say he hit 70 in one season?
He did.
Yeah, so he has like 200 more than this guy, Luis Gonzalez.
583.
Yeah, there you go.
583.
Close. It's close.
Wade Boggs, higher or lower than 583?
Ugh. Am I supposed to act like I don't know the answer to this? Are we talking beers or home runs?
Home runs this time.
Oh, home runs. All right. Well, then he's definitely less.
Yeah. I think he's like in the hundreds.
Now I think he has 200.
118. 118.
Wow. For a guy who had over 3,000 hits. Jeez, that's like Rod Carew. Remember how low Rod Carew was? Or, wait, what's that guy? Ichiro.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
So Dick Allen, higher or lower than 118?
He's got to be higher. I think he's going to be in the threes.
Okay.
I think he'll be in the threes.
Right. And the answer is 351. 351.
All right. All right, good. That's solid. I'll take that.
So
All right.
Barry Larkin, higher or lower?
I think Barry's a 3,000 hit guy, but I don't think he has 350 home runs. I'll say lower. I'll go lower.
Okay.
It might be in the 200s-ish.
198.
Oh, wow. 198. All right. This is the one. Now, coming up is the one that I was like, I have no clue. I was like, Alomar versus Larkin.
Yeah.
Go to your bench.
I mean, I might do that. Who's on my bench again, sir?
You have Griffey Jr., you have Vlad Sr., you have Derek Jeter.
Well, you know what? If I'm gonna win, if I'm gonna win this board, I'm gonna do it. Sorry, I'm gonna go to the bench and I'm gonna go for Angelo with the kid, Ken Griffey Jr.
All right. So your new number is
Like 500 something.
It's actually 630.
Wow, rookie numbers, dude. Rookie numbers for the kid.
630.
So Larkin was 198. So I was gonna. I have no idea. I was gonna. He's obviously lower than Griffey, but I'm really curious what Almar's numbers were.
So home runs.
What's Almar have? 200?
210.
Oh, geez, that was really close to Larkin. I would have. I have no idea how I was going to go.
I would have known that either. And then
All
so
right.
210 was A Canseco.
Gosh, you know what? That's actually going to be closer than you think. But I think he's still going to have more than 210.
Yeah,
I might miss this one. I might miss this actually.
462.
He had that many. Wow. I know he had that many.
Yeah.
It seemed like wow. All right.
Hey, he's
Well,
been around for a long time.
Evan-
sure, I took the cheap way. I took the cheap way out, but I'll take it to walk that board.
Hey, man. There's as long as you get the W, nobody's gonna know you did it the coward's way.
Yeah. You know what? There's no asterisk on if we go to the bench.
We only do percentages, baby.
All right,
That's right.
here we go.
Scoreboard.
My cards. So Ricky
All right.
Henderson, Willie Mays,
Oh, jeez.
Dale Murphy,
All right.
Jackie Robinson,
I'll say it was a walk in the park so far until you got to that one.
Yaz,
Oh, jeez.
Daryl Strawberry,
Man, Mongo, you got this. You're a breeze through this.
Al Rifkin Jr.,
You're going to breeze through this field.
and this guy.
Oh, my God.
Never heard of him. Is he a rookie? What's his deal?
He was a
I just
rookie.
laugh. I'm going, well, for first place, Mongo.
Yes. Here we go. It is home runs 297 for Ricky Henderson.
Oh, okay. That's more than I thought.
297. Yeah.
That's pretty respectable. But we know this guy has. I can tell you his number.
Definitely in the 500s.
No, he's 660.
660. You are exactly right. I knew it. I was trying to undershoot it. I'm just like, I thought it was right.
He's 660.
600. So
I read
Dale
a lot of
Murphy-
books, reading books as a kid or as a geriatric kid.
Dale Murphy, definitely lower. Definitely lower. 398.
Yeah.
398 for Dale
Yeah.
Murphy. No wonder people like him.
Want him in the hall. Yeah.
398. Jackie Robinson definitely less, although actually has probably more than we think.
I hope he gets 400 though.
137.
Wow.
Okay.
137. Yaz, definitely higher.
Boy, you're gonna just walk.
37.
You're just gonna walk. You're doing a clear walk off here.
Yeah.
You got this.
452.
Yeah.
452. Daryl Strawberry, definitely lower. Could have been one of the guys pushing that number, but definitely lower. And 335. 335. Cal Ripken Jr. I'm gonna go with higher. I think I might have busted this one before.
This is close. I didn't think about how close this one actually is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say higher, but I think I busted out on him before. So three said
You
higher.
could have went to your bench.
431. 431.
Bro, when you got swagger like him, you don't go to the bench, baby.
And
I was just trying to get a tie because I know obviously you got this. This board is like Cowboy Jack gonna walk through this board.
And then Babe Ruth definitely higher. Babe Ruth definitely higher. 714. 714 for the Babe. There you go. Wow.
Shocking that the host walk like didn't even have to sweat. That was an easy board. Good job.
Okay, Kevin, you just got to give credit where credit's due. Okay,
right, dude.
Seriously,
Michael,
I
congratulations.
know. I'm just giving it black. It's fun to give the host black.
I know you're giving it black, but Michael, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well deserved win.
Yeah, thank you.
Did it with style too.
But I learned a lesson with Cal Ripken. I was like, I couldn't believe that he had 400. So I'm like,
I was like, when you said higher, I was like, I don't know, but all right. You have time for another one, or you want to go to trivia?
Let's do some trivia. Let's do some trivia.
All right, because I say we're only an hour and 5 in.
Yeah.
Hour and 4 in. So.
All right, so let's do some trivia. We want to hear you out there, and we want to know your answers to these questions. Let's do it.
Good call, Greg.
I say yes. Walk off. Yes.
Yeah,
by the way, yes. My hat is actually from the Corpus Christi Hooks, and they play at Whataburger Field, and they have a whole Whataburger ensemble that they wear. Actually, if you're not familiar with Whataburger, it's I guess the In-N-Out of Arizona and Texas, although there's In-N-Out everywhere now. But yeah, it's a bone of contention for California people because I don't know, they're really steadfast against their with their In-N-Out. There we go. But yeah, so
it's the Whataburger is the greatest fast food burger on the planet.
I don't know about that. See, I'm not gonna say that.
Can you just hit wham for both sides of this argument, please?
Yeah, exactly. It's their hamburger.
It gets so heated, this argument.
Yeah, it does.
Like I've lost friends over it.
Yeah, my personal opinion, because I've had both, is you can't really compare the two. It's different.
Yeah, they're totally different. Totally different. All right, so here's some baseball trivia.
That's called chicking. That's called chicking out of your opinion.
No, it's called.
We're in a war. You have to pick a side.
That's true.
Yeah, dude. Evil wins when good men say nothing, dude. So stand up for Whataburger.
I will say that it's open 24 hours. I mean, is In-N-Out open 24 hours?
It's not. And
No.
I am a future Texan, so we'll
Yes.
Yeah, dude. As soon as you sign the deed, dude, they brand you.
All right, so let us know in the chat your answers to these questions. We have 2 of them. Let's do the first one. So this is episode 120. So this Hall of Fame pitcher had exactly 120 career. I have career here twice. Career wins. I'm not sure why I did that. I think that I was
Michael 2 times.
At 120 career wins. Who is he? And your choices are here. Is it Raleigh Fingers, friend of the show? Is it Andy Cooper, who who I think was the guitarist for the Police. No, that was Andy Summers. Number 3, Bullet Rogan, who has his own podcast, I believe. Satchel Paige, Dizzy Dean, or Mariano Rivera.
Oof.
Let us know.
Michael, I actually do have a very important question.
Yep.
Is this Major League wins?
Yes.
That's what. You know why I'm asking. Thank you.
Yeah, so I was thinking the same thing. So
We all were.
I'm gonna change my answer.
By the way, what I'm thinking that your question is it doesn't matter because those wins now are.
Oh, that is
Those
true.
wins are considered major
That's
league.
right.
wins.
I forgot. Yeah, they did add the yeah. I'm not gonna say anything else. You are correct, but I want to just verify that. So, thank you.
Ian going with Dizzy, Tilt the World Dean. I like that. I like the
I like him getting in
monikers.
on the action. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Who do you got out there? Let's Angelo, who you got?
I'm going to go with it's not a purse, it's a Satchel Paige.
Ooh, nice. Bubble Pug going with the Bullet. Yes, yeah, part of the Gas House gang is Dizzy Dean. Cowboy Jack, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with comedy over everything and go with marinara sauce Rivera.
Great with cheese sticks.
Yes.
Yes.
Kevin.
Then that leads me to go with, if I have a stomach ache, if I feel burning inside of me, I need to get some fire. I need to get some Rolaids. And how do I spell Rolaids? That's I always spell relief. That's Rolaids. So I'm going to go with the fireman, Raleigh Fingers, friend of the show.
Nice. Do we have anybody else in the chat? Nope. Everybody's put in their bids. And the answer is, it is Bullet Rogan.
Wow. Bullet
Yes.
Seth Rogen.
Yes. Hall of Famer.
Dude, his name is Wilbur Joe. That's way cooler than Bullet.
Debatable.
Jack, we may have to do a hazy. Jack, I think we may have to do a hazy history on this guy just so we can find out why his nickname is Bullet.
Yeah. So you were going with Satchel Paige before. Were you thinking that the Negro League wins didn't count for a major league?
That's what I was just curious about because he didn't start the major leagues. He was like in his late 40s, so
Right.
I wasn't really sure how that would have accounted overall.
Yeah. So obviously
Good
this.
job, Bubble Pug.
Yeah, totally. You got it. You win. You win a hearty clap from us all. But well done, everyone. All right. So question number 2. This player has won 18 Gold Gloves, the most of any major league player all time. Who is he? And here are your choices.
I wish I could write down my answer right now. If I had my pen and paper, I have an answer. I'm writing it down right now. I'm just saying like I have it on paper.
Okay. All right. So here are your choices. Is it Jim Cott, Brooks Robinson, Ozzie Smith, Ivan Rodriguez, Greg Maddux, or Keith Hernandez? 18 Gold Gloves, most all time.
I'm glad to say the man I was going to write down is in the 6. That at least makes me feel like I'm close.
You guys can think out loud.
I know, but I don't want. I mean, I have my picks.
Well,
I know this is like no one's helping in the chat. Let's see. Well, we have two longtime veteran pitchers there. Jim Cox just got in the Hall of Fame this year. We have the Wizard of Oz, known for being the defensive shortstop of that era. We have, the boyfriend Keith Hernandez.
yeah, no, dude,
we made a good board here.
I really thought I'd see Josh Hamilton on the list. That's who I was gonna.
Josh Hamilton.
Yeah, but
I was gonna make it. I can't say. I almost made a really terrible joke, but I'm not gonna say anything. Nope.
You know what,
Nope.
dude? I think I'm gonna go with the madman from the Sudan, Greg Maddux.
Wait. What?
I said what I said.
I just want to know why he's the madman from the Sudan. That's great.
Nope.
I'm gonna go comedy over everything else here, and I'm gonna go Jim. I caught mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Oh wow!
Wow, deep.
Because
He
Buck
pulled
Owens
down
once sang.
deep and hit it out of the
Here,
park.
Jack, for you all, I'll be sure to mention too that the Buck Owens song "Santa Looks a Lot Like Daddy."
Oh,
I appreciate that. There you go. The name that instantly came to me is the human vacuum machine, the human Hoover, third baseman for the Orioles, Brooks Robinson.
There you go.
Anybody in
All
the
right.
chat out there? You have any answers to the
Yeah,
chat?
we did.
Keith
Bob Pug.
Hernandez, Ozzie
there we
Smith,
go.
Greg Maddux.
Because I don't have the chat tonight, so that's why I want to see what people are thinking out there.
Cool Keith.
Cool
Hernandez.
Keith. Cool Keith.
Yeah. Madonna. Yeah. All right. And the answer is, it is Greg Maddux.
Wow,
Ooh,
it's
Madman
I am
from the
golden
Sudan.
God, the madman from the Sudan, Greg Maddux.
Yeah, a pitcher has 18 Gold Gloves.
Oh,
Jim
wow.
Cott actually has 16, tied with Brooks Robinson, who also
Wow.
has 16.
So we're all right. All right, cool.
That's right.
Great job, guys.
Good
Yeah.
job, Bubble Pug.
We're
dude.
going home.
2
Let's see.
for
Let's
2.
go. Going home.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like I thought for sure I was right, and then I saw pictures and went, "Oh, I didn't think about pictures." And I'm like, that's good. Good call. Good
Yeah.
call, Cowboy Jack.
Nicely done. And your buddy Fred Lynn, Kevin, has 4.
Why? I think I almost hit his wife of that more times than that.
Oh yeah, when you accosted his wife with a baseball bat, I remember that story.
Yeah, when I was 13 or maybe 112, don't let whatever.
Plausible deniability, Benjamin.
Exactly.
All right. So here's a picture of Greg Maddux. And can you name the person that's next to him?
Is that Ron Gant?
It looks a lot like Ron Gant. It is a great guess, but is not it.
Is
This
the
is
person
from
on the far Mongo? Is the person on the far left Eric Idle from Monty Python?
That is not Eric Idle, but
Oh, sorry.
I think it's his
Sorry,
photographer.
He's like, hey,
No, but so the man to the left, actually, Maddox
I
is
do
right.
I do have a guess. Is it actually Dwight Smith?
You are correct, sir.
There you go.
You are, and
That made
unfortunately,
me think of this. Yeah,
he actually passed away on I
like
think
about
it
2
was-
weeks or so ago.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
and it got kind of passed over, and because of
Yeah.
the other deaths that had happened, and but we wanted to make mention of him here. I remember him I think it was the late because he started playing for the Cubs in '89, and then I remember Harry Carey always talking about him, and then during the glory days of the Braves, but he was actually on the Angels in '94. And what a lot of people may not remember, thank you, Bubble Pug. Thank you for joining us. This poor guy, he signed a 1-year contract for the '94 season, and he became a platoon with Bo Jackson. So he split playing time, and then they also had another player on the bench for the Angels, named Jim Edmonds.
Yes.
So he requested a trade, and then he went to the Baltimore Orioles, eventually going to Atlanta. That Atlanta was his last season. So 95, actually played in 96. But yeah, he won a world championship. He actually he batted 275, 46 home runs, 226 batted in. A pretty good career. And also his son, Dwight Smith Jr., played for the Blue Jays from 2017 to 2018. Also for the Orioles, 2019, 2020. He actually signed with the Lexington Legends of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. He signed in June. So Dwight Smith Jr. still in baseball.
And one thing, and I don't remember the specific of this, but he is considered a hero for that Braves World Championship team in '95. If we had Top Gun Tower here, I'm sure he would tell us all about it. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's right. I don't watch the Housewives, but I actually
bro, you should
I do
start.
this.
You should
No,
start.
no.
Let me tell you something.
Cowboy Jack and Jen here are trying to get me to, and I'm just trying to like K5.
Bro, I am all in on Housewives, and it's amazing. Dude.
I try to limit my junk food. So
how dare you, sir? How dare you?
I don't eat fried food, and I don't watch Housewives.
Wow.
Wow. The only thing that you could say that would hurt me more is if you said In-N-Out Burger was better, dude.
Well, you know that's not true. I wouldn't wear a Whataburger
I
hat.
hear you. I hear you. I'm just saying that's the level of hurt I feel.
Well, salute, Dwight Smith. We hardly knew ye. Cheers.
Cheers.
So before we sign off, Angelo, what is your junk food TV show?
Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, like, who is your favorite on there? There's so many. Like, I mean, I actually know I've never watched the show ever, but I know Chris Jericho was on it. Correct?
Chris Jericho was on it. Miz was on it this last season. But no, I just, it's funny because I just started it just came on one time and I started watching it and I was like, hey, this is actually kind of interesting, especially people that you wouldn't imagine to be dancers or just people progressing from like week 1 and week 2 to like the end. So,
okay. So
much so that my wife gifted me ballroom dancing lessons a few Christmases ago. So,
wow.
Wow.
So, I just need to be famous to be on the show. That's all.
Twinkle Toes Trinidad, dude. Let's do this. I'm gonna have you show me some moves at that live show, baby.
There you go.
You got the TTT on the BBB.
And then Kevin will bust out his worm.
Bro, epic. I can't duplicate that.
And by the way, the worm is a dance, not he's not gonna be vulgar.
No, you know what? After
you gotta give that man more credit.
Less than 4 times, he's finally learned his lesson, and he knows to keep it chill and radiant. That's his hideout spot.
It's like it's his house. He's gonna take his shoes off, but he's still respectful. Well, thank you everyone for joining us on another Tuesday night. If you'd like to become a Patreon subscriber, go to patreon.com/Beer Baseball, beerbaseball.store for our Etsy stuff. Here we are on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Jackie Martinley's favorite, TikTok. And remember, September 6th, we will be at Radiant Beer Company live doing our show, taping it, and we will be showing it another time. Hopefully, again, it's a test run for us, so we want to make sure that we get everything good and edited and everything. So we're definitely excited about it.
We're live, pal. We're live.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a lot of ride the censor button for me, pal. I'm coming in hot. I'm coming into Anaheim hot. I'm bringing the Arizona heat, dude.
I like it.
Yeah, it'll be the best thing to ever happen to Anaheim, counting the Angels.
Wow. Even Disney?
Yeah.
Counting me?
Even Kevin?
Kevin, come on, buddy. I'm the golden god.
Well, thank you, everyone. Any last words before we sign out?
Yeah, don't forget to tune in this Saturday for another edition of Beer and Break. Go back into the archives and watch older episodes of Beer and Break. Open some this past Saturday, opening more this Saturday. Thank you guys for your continuous support. If you're in Southern California or want to travel to Southern California, please join us for our first ever live show. It's a historic moment in the BBB. It's also a historic moment in the friendship of myself and Cowboy Jack Durango, as this is going to be the first time we'll be meeting in person. So you don't want to miss that momentous occasion, the giant bear hug that's going to come with it, and potential butt grab. So
yes,
that's right. You guys have not met in person.
Never.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, there's going to be lots of butt grabbing. and then some midnight butt torture for Kevin. I mean,
and that will be available on patreon.com/beerbaseball.
That's right. That's right.
I guess I don't have my box here, so I know what cards I'm going to open tomorrow, but I'm going to do time backs tomorrow. I'll figure out what time, but I know I still have one can of my baseball lager from Highland Park Brewing I'll have tomorrow, and I'll pick something nice out to just open some cards and just talk some baseball. And Cowboy Jack, why don't you tell them about Sunday at 10 a.m.?
Sunday at 10 a.m., join Kevin and I on Instagram Live. We will be talking about the confirmed outlaw, Denny McClain.
Not Cowboy Jack Durango?
No. This dude's more of an outlaw than me, baby. It is going to be a wild ride. Join us. We're probably going to go long, 10 a.m. Instagram Live. And guys, we can't wait to see you live and in person on September 6th.
Love it.
Sunday at 10 a.m. for Hazy History? 10 a.m.
Yeah, we're going 10 a.m. for Hazy.
Because I'm literally, because I'm going to the Dodger game at like 1 o'clock that day. So I'm like, I go and do it at home in Anaheim at 10 a.m. So we can just go 30 minutes and then boom, get going.
10 a.m. sounds like the perfect time for Hazy History and a shower beer.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's true. I'm not going to be doing hazy. I will not be doing Hazy History from my shower. So I'm sorry, Jeff.
There's always September 6th.
We'll FaceTime after, dude.
There's always September 6th.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The pre-show will be the fun part of September 6th or the after-hour party. Oh.
Awesome. So we'll see you next Tuesday for another Beer Baseball Blogcast. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining.